So good morning to day 2 of the DebConf in Kochi. We opened the session with a lecture on open source tools for research by Professor Ramprakash, and I give him the deck. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very good morning all. Very good morning for the second day of DebCon at Kochi. So I'm very happy to give my overall talk related to open source tools for research. Nowadays the research plays a major role in day-to-day life. So in my studies of past 10 years, I was working in this research field, and when I was fully working in a fast enthusiast, and so I'm very much addicted to the open source technologies. So related to all open source technologies with the Debian content. So I'm actually a fast enthusiast, and I'm working as a professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, University College of Engineering, like in Anna University, Chennai, Constituent College at Tirukkuvalai. It's near to Tamil Nadu from India. So what is research? It's a very fantastic way. Research, you are again and again you are searching your content again and again. So from the research, what you have to do? You can easy way to find a solution for the given problem. Since it's an innovative thing, it's an innovative content. You have to take in and you have to solve it, and you can do your research. That is called innovative product or innovative project. So the research, redefining of search. So the problem is anything. It's a real world problem. We can take a real world approach, a real world entity, a real world thing. Anything you want to take. So for this real time approach, you have to study the content. You have to learn the content. You have to investigating the content. It's a form of systematic way of investigating or analyzing or learning something. Okay, you have to find something, some innovative ideas. So we have some hypotheses, some related ideas, hypothesis questions. Based on the relative hypothesis, we have to study the literature reviews of the past. So what are the literature reviews? You have to take it down. Reviews. Okay, that's the past papers. So, okay, anything you can download it. Okay, that is called a review. So literature reviews you have to take it, and from the literature reviews you have to study the computation part. Not only the computation part, any demo or real-time demo or real-time hands-on. You have to do the data visualization. It's a very important field. Other field nowadays we go for a data visualization. The visualization of data. Okay, anything you have to show in a visualization makes very easier to understand, very easier to predict. Okay, so there is the data visualization. It's in a graph way or something related to the network related architecture way. Otherwise, the final thing is we go for a simulation or a demo. It's a very important thing. So after that, all the studies, you have to make a simulation of anything, or you can give the demo of the content. And finally, you can go for the results and conclusions. So these are the overall view of the research. When you come across why we can say, go for the open source tools. Okay, it's very easy to download, we can easy to deploy, and it's very secure and it's free. So these are the 4 important way we can go for these open source tools. So what are the research tools nowadays focus on for preparing your manuscript or your article or your any paper related to your paper. So these are the major open source tools related to the SPARS environment. It is called Mendeley Reference Manager, LaTeX, Zotero, Orange Data Mining Tool, Node-RED, JFrog, ConfigOS, NS2 and NS3, Matplotlib, Plotly. These were Jiffy and Matplotlib, Plotly. It's mainly for data visualization. Okay. So a lot of things are. We can go for R and R Studio, Jupyter Notebook. We could go for a lot of open source visualization tools, but I have to focus on all those things. So this is a Mendeley Reference Manager. It's the first one. You can find out your reference even more very quickly and effectively. Okay, this is the first one. What is that? You can find out the bibliography or the citation of any paper from this reference management. You can take anything from this reference manager. You can easily build your personal Mendeley library to organize, search, read all your reference. You can put a separate folder for a Mendeley reference of your own, and you can find out anything related to this Mendeley reference, related to your bibliographic information, your reference information, etc. etc. And the Mendeley notebook helps you to collide with your highlights of notes from the multiple PDFs. You can select the multiple PDFs. You can note down the important points through your sketch. You can use any sketch. You can select your own bibliography, reference information, as well as the citation information in an integrated PDF. That is the other way. That is the notebook will help the highlights and notes from the multiple PDFs. You can take it out. And this is a way you can download the Mendeley reference manager for 64-bit Linux operating system. It's quite free. You can download it. Okay. So after downloading this, you can come to this point. So this is the overview of this Mendeley Open Library reference. You can add new to the your own folder. For in this folder, you have some columns. So you have some references. You have to recently added the references, favorite, and publication. What are the publication you have to publish? Then you can add it here. So this is the way. So this is the reference I have taken from the Mendeley reference. So this is the one of the paper which I have taken from the 2016, and the title of the paper like this. So you have to add your own reference in this menu, and as well as you can import this any paper from your bibliography text information which is related to the latex. We have to discuss the next one. And you can go for your XML file, and you can take any RSA file. Okay. So these are the you can import anything from this library, and we can go for this. This is a very pretty good. So I told you, this is the PDF. From the PDF, this is the journal. This is the journal PDF. From the journal PDF, you have to cite it. You have to cite. Okay. So they are given some 8 point, that is 8 notes. So first one, you can add the reference which you want to add, and you have to add the favorites. So collections, what are the collections? Related to your thesis papers, are related to your physics, astrophysics, etc., etc. Related to your domain fields. And you can select your private groups and public groups, and your references, you can take it from here. Okay, so this is the very good way you have to organize your research PDF in a single way. In a single way. Okay, so this is the reference point. This is the way you can organize your menu folder, reference pointed out, and which PDF folder you have to take it. So this is the way you can organize this Mendeley reference library, and you can. I told that is the multiple PDF you can integrate, and you can note it down the that is the reference point, the citation points which you take it from any author. Okay, so this is the way we can select. Okay, which author, which book, which reference you can select. So this is the one we go for the first Mendeley reference notebook, and second one we go for a latex. So most of them will know about the latex. It's a free open source tool. It's a very fantastic tool. Okay, nowadays the latex plays a major role, because instead of writing anything in all the peoples will use the MS Word for thesis preparation. But when compared to the normal any commercial thing, it will be very easy thing, and you can deploy your coding very easier. So just you can put backslash, and you can write bibliography. It can generate bibliography of the data. Backslash cite, the citation of the paper will become. Okay, let's give some syntax. Backslash cite, backslash bibliography, backslash author. So anything you can put just a backslash. So this is for the latex. So this is for our thesis and synopsis preparation of your article, your research paper. It is a flexible method to implement, and it is very easy to create. So all these things latex which can derive from the bibliography text tool. Bibliography text installation tool you can download, and you can install it very easily. So latex is a very wonderful tool. Normally you can get it from the latexproject.org, and in the 3-way you can download. Go to the text distribution and comprehensive text archive network. and you can give the JIT pull request. Okay, so in the 3-way you can download this LaTeX. It's very fantastic tool to write your thesis and project information. Okay, so here we can select this. You can, for pulling the JIT, you can give these 3 commands: github.latex3 latex ex2e.jit, and you can give the subversion. You can pull the subversion of this GitHub, and finally you can execute the subversion of the. Okay. So this is the sample file which was generated by LaTeX for the mathematical equation. Just you can write the coding in the left side part, automatically it can generate the PDF. Okay, just I can give the equation: x star 2 star 2 plus y star 2, which is equal to 2 star 10. That is called x square plus y square equal to 2 to the power n. So second example, you can give the E equal x square formula. So you can give the square root formula, etc. You can give SQRT of this equation: x star 2 plus 1. The square root, we can allocate the square root of the x square plus 1. It is a sample example, PDF example, which was given output of your LaTeX. So this is other very fantastic tool, Jodrio. It's a personal research assistant like your mobile phone. So at any time, at any place, at anywhere, you can take your reference point or citation point from your mobile itself or anything. Okay, so it's a very free, it's very easy to use. It helps you to analyze, annotate and citate the content you want to search. So that is what annotation, the PDF annotation. Okay, at which point you have to refer the paper and you have to cite it. Okay, it is the it's a part of your Manley reference manager. Okay, this is the full view. Okay, so anything, this paper, suppose you want to cite this paper, you can go to this circulation of medicine of early modern Atlantic world. Okay, so here the info of this paper will become which item, journal, which title, author, abstract. So all the information will come. You can easily cite this. Easily you can cite all those things in a single window. So this is a very fantastic reference tool, citation tool related to open source. And I can go for other wonderful data visualization. It's a open source tool. It's called Orange. It's a very fantastic tool for data mining. You just plug and play, and you can put a graph. You can visualize the graph. It's very easy. It's a gift for us. It's a gift for us. As an open source developer, this is a very good tool. Okay, so it's an open source tool for data visualization. It's a component based. It's a no programming. You don't have any existing prior knowledge about your programming. Okay, and it is platform independent, and it will be made up by a Python program. Okay, just to give to the installation of pip install. So we need a Qt package here, Python Qt package, Python Qt file, and Python Qt web engine. After that, you can just install this package by giving pip in space install space orange3. Okay, so you can what all things you can do in data mining. You can do classification, different type of classification. You can do different type of analysis. You can do different type of clustering. You can do any type of analysis, clustering. You can do it in the Orange data mining open source tool. Okay, so you can see this is the menu, entire menu. You can give the data. You can visualize this. You can do all those things. You can classify the data. You can see visualize the data through the classification, regression, evaluate. That is an unsupervised way, and data fusion. Okay, so you can export your data through any Excel also. Okay, you can open the folder. You can upload your Excel file, and you can see your data set. Or you can import any data set which was you can download it from Kaggle or some websites. Okay. So this is the way, and so this is the way. Okay, I can just plug the file and drag it here. Just plug and play. You can drag it here. You can do it in a file, and from the file you can select any data set. Like we can take our Irish data set or some core data set. We can take the data set. From the data set, we can either create a classification tree, or we can directly go to the draw the scatter plot. Not only the scatter plot, you can draw any type of plots like line plot, okay, scatter plot, bar plot, anything plot you can draw it. Okay, like this, from the data you can also draw the blocks plot, and you can verify the classification of tree work. Okay, from this, just double click your file, double click this file, and you can see the your visualization of data. So not only for this plot, you can go for any classification algorithm, okay, any clustering algorithm, anything related to, you can derive from the SQL table, or you can select any type of tables, okay. You can visualize it. It's a very wonderful tool for data mining, okay. It's mainly used for the research. And next one is called the JeffRef. So it is also the open source tool, very fantastic tool. We can import over 15 different formats in this, or more than 15 different formats from this JeffRef. It is easily retrieve and link with your PDF. And you can fetch all this bibliography information of your article, like ISBN, date of issue, date of entry, and like other archive identity tools. Okay, and finally, it's a very faster processing. It can within a couple of seconds, it can give the answers. So it's mainly for the very faster processing. It's mainly for the JeffRef. So you can download from your Linux operating systems. It will only take 150 MB of size. You can download it, and you can find out the overview of JeffRef's model. It's free, and it can work across your all the devices. So this is the format for JeffRef. Okay, so the same thing which is related to your Zotito or a Mendeley reference manager. So it is mainly for, you can take the author of the particular paper and its bibliography information and the citation information. So all your reference, you can take it from this. The year wise, you can take it from this jeffref.org or okay, JeffRef tool. Okay. And I'm going to for some technical content. I can go for IoT, that is the Internet of Things. For the Internet of Things, we can use for some Node-RED. It's a powerful simulator, the free simulator tool we can use for. So just this is also the plug and play. Just you can plug the tool and you can play it and you can do the simulation. So it is a IoT toolkit. So we can use very lesser code. There is no code. So it is a visualized tool and you can plug and play and very easy to deploy. Okay, so it's fully for IoT, and we can download this website from the node-red.org. We can run locally through our local host or a Docker, either the Docker, or we can go for a device like Raspberry Pi, anything related to Android. Okay, and in the cloud we can elaborately deploy this tool using some website. But we can actually do this. Okay, with the run locally, it will give a very good results. Okay, so this is a pretty example. Just we can click this button. Okay, execute. We can watch, feed phrase. Okay, we start. Okay, we can just click this link and you can link this button and you can give the simulation. Okay, so here it can be simulated, which can use the results. Okay, just it's a flow of nodes. How the information can be passed through from one node to the other node. This is message, how we can transfer the message payload, how to change the email, okay, how to give like timestamp information, okay, like that we can do it. Okay, so is there any error? It can be indicated by some error messages. Okay, so just we can plug and play for that IoT simulation. That is mostly for IoT simulation. We can use this Node-RED environment. And other OS, we can go for this free open source OS is Contiki OS. It is a very fantastic OS. Okay, so for support the standardization of IPv version 4 and IPv version 6 internet standards, because nowadays IPv version 6 plays a major role where you can give more address spaces, like 2 to the power 128-bit address spaces you can give. Okay, normally for IPv version 4, 30-bit size long, but when you go for IPv version 6, it's going to be 128-bit long. So the more address spaces needed, while you can use the IPP version 6. Okay, nowadays the contiguous we can use for the simulation in software defined network as well as the IoT. So the two big domains, IoT as well as the SDN, we can use this contiguous. So it can support the low power. That is a very so nowadays the power, the energy plays a major role because you can minimize your energy. You can minimize your battery lifetime. As we all know, we can use our laptop. So the major problem is the battery. So I'm using this contiguous for minimizing the energy consumption, maximizing the lifetime of the battery. Maximizing the lifetime of the battery. Okay, I can use this contiguous. We can use 6LoWPAN. This is personal area network with the IPP version 6. We can use some consecutive application protocol called QAP, and we can use some contiguous development. It is very easy and faster processing application written in C language. So so if you written in C language, it is very easy to code. Okay, so it's a full of open source operating system. So this is a simulation window of this Koja, which is the simulator of this contiguous network simulator. So here you can define the nodes. Okay, you can define some nodes, some 30 or 50 nodes. So how this simulation will be done by giving this start button. Okay, small routing example here. I can give this routing examples, and this window will show how many number of datas are passed from one node to the other node, and what type of routing algorithms we are using, and what is the broadcast address for the each and every nodes, and its IP address will be generated. So how many bytes of data we are transferred. So it will give a quick view of, okay, if you are doing a research in the field of IoT, or you can like networks, you can use this tool. It's a very wonderful tool for the research. Okay, you can use it. Okay, so here I can call, it's not a nodes, it's going to be mode, M-O-T-E. You can see file simulation after that. The node is called not node, N-O-D-E, it is mode, M-O-T-E-S, modes. We can use the lot of modes here, and we can assign the how many number of modes. You can use this using this Koja simulator. Okay, the main language needed for running this Koja simulator is Java. You need a Java coding, Java file to run this Koja simulation tool. And probably we can use this network simulator is the existing one in 90s, 92s and all. We are using network simulator, but now we are mostly using NS3 and other IoT tools. So NS2 visualization of nodes, we can use apply the different routing algorithms. We can easy to deploy of ZigBee, LTE, WiMAX networks in your NS3, not NS2. NS3 is for basic routing algorithm you can process and you can see the data visualization. But when you go for NS3, you can apply for a big network like ZigBee, LTE, WiMAX, okay, other protocols you can use. Okay. Hello. Other protocols you can use. Hello? Yeah, you can use any type of different routing algorithms. You can easy to deployment of any networks. Okay, so simply just we can. It's very easy to install NS2, but NS3 is somewhat you can do the some steps. Okay, so just give sudo space apt. NS2 install. It is already installed. Okay, this is the command for installing your NS2. Just to give NS. After giving NS, you can give this percentage symbol which you have installed them NS2 simulator. Okay, and for writing coding, you can go for this NS2 simulator. Okay, then for checking the animation, how the nodes are processing, you can give NAM, network animation. Yeah, this is a network animator where you can see your visualization in different types of simulation environment. Okay, So this is pretty good for your network related researches. Okay. And NS3 you can download from this nsnam.org. nsnam.org. And Ziffy, it's a very, very fantastic data visualization tool. It's an open source. Okay, you can see a visualization graph in a different way. Okay, a data visualization software for graphs and networks. It's free and very easy to deploy. Okay, so this is the way you can go to this website ziffy.org. You can download this graph open visualization platform at free of cost. Okay, you can see a different graph. Okay, with different points out the graph in a related way. Okay, simply just you can go to this so I have downloaded this version 0.10.1, and from this menu we can go to the bin folder. The bin folder we can type the list of files. Here you can see a Jiffy. Okay, Jiffy. So /. Okay, so after giving this, you can see the window of your Ziffy the environment where you can upload any data or you can upload any graphs, and you can import from that any example, real world example you can import, and you can do the visualization. Okay, in a very fantastic way. Okay, so you can do any project, new project, or you can open any existing file, graph file, and you can upload it. Okay, so some of the samples are there. You can see some of the samples file here. Okay. Can give any type of backgrounds. Okay, with the customized colors we can give. Okay, so I'm not importing anything, just I have can see some previews. We can give the some black background or something else. Okay. So we can give some example, real world example. You can select, you can add columns or anything to the graph, you can do it. In the bottom you can see. Okay, any data set you can import here, and you can suppose to want to see your preview, you can see this preview menu. Okay, there is no time to visualize. I take some time, so I have to give the overview of all those things. Okay, so these are some yeah. So this is an example of this list measurable. You can see the different graph visualization tool. Okay. We can see we can apply the color, unique partitions, okay, partition. Okay, we can choose modularity class, apply, we can apply the colors. Okay. So why many people give money to get this all those graph, but we have our open source is there. You can download this a pretty good simulation tool for defining your graph environment. Okay. So you can give any topologies. You can do any topologies of the mathematical. The networks, related to the networks, how many nodes you have to give. Okay. Some ID values we can select. We can give the filter. We can apply it. And ranking is modularity class, always we can select, and colors we can give the different colors we can see. Use. Choose a layout. Random layout I can give, I can run, or some random layout. So it can be run. So it can be running here. Bottom you can see the process is running here. It's a simulation. We can see the simulation of this graph. We can add the text also. Yeah, we can include the data set text. What are the data sets are text as information is available. You can see here. We can take the configuration of screenshot also. We can take the screenshot of this, all those things. You can put it in the desktop or something else. Okay, you can download it afterwards. Okay. So this is a very wonderful tool where you can see in the Jiffy. Okay. So and these tools are from the Python library, what is called the matplotlib and plotly. So we have our Jupyter notebook. We can use our, it's very easy to deploy, and we can do the data visualization. So matplotlib, import matplotlib.pyplot as plot. You can plot any graphs, as well as the plotly. Plotly is mainly for, you can see the three-dimensional graphs. Three-dimensional graphs for anything, scatter plot, line plot, anything. In a three-dimensional way, it's a pretty good way you can see your content using this plotly file. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So if you have any queries, please.
I have a microphone if you want. I'll just use it. Andy, green mic.
Hello? Hello?
Yeah,
Okay,
good.
fine, thank you. Okay, I have to add something with this. First of all, regarding Mendeley, actually it is a proprietary tool, it's not open source, and also, if it is possible, kindly avoid using Mendeley. Because, while Mendeley is actually owned by Elsevier, who is the giant, or the, like what we can say, like Microsoft in case of, or Apple in case of Apple in case of operating systems. Likewise, Elsevier is a giant, proprietary giant in case of journal publication.
Yeah, it's absolutely proprietary, but the sub-package Zotrio, no, you can use it Zotrio. That is open source. What I have mentioned Mendeley is a part of Zotrio. For Zotrio, it's a full of open source. So in order to, I want to say the Zotrio, I can just mention about the Mendeley. I don't want to use your Mendeley for reference. You can use Zotrio for reference. It's a full of open source.
Okay, fine. Well, okay. I have to add some more things actually. In case of Mendeley, as I said, it is part of, like, Elsevier bought it actually. So before Mendeley was good, but after Elsevier bought it, it became the simply evil. Okay. And also, what they do is, I hope if research people doing research are here, they obviously do they obviously use Sci-Hub. Sci-Hub is a I don't know if people don't know, I will introduce it. Sci-Hub is a platform where you can download the
proxy.
Yes,
proxy papers.
Shall I? Okay, sorry. Okay, we can download pirated. I would say it's illegal, but you can download pirated paper, because why I mentioned it is, if you want to do research, like especially India or any other countries, we are developing countries, and for a researcher here, the minimum salary they get, that stipend they get is like almost like 10, like how much it is, like 80, 800, 110, like $100 per month, something like $100 or $1,000 per month within that. Like, and you may get depends on the fellowship you get, but still it's very low. And even if you want to download a paper, it take almost like you need to give $10 or something like that. If you need to give to Elsevier or Springer, those kind of journals. So we have no choice actually other than Sci-Hub. So when you download paper from Sci-Hub, what Elsevier do is they include a hash in the metadata, and what they do is when we use mentally to upload, we are downloading paper from Sci-Hub, pirate it and illegally, and we are uploading the same thing to mentally server. So what they do is they track it, and they can sue you.
Yeah.
So this is the thing what they do. What we need is like knowledge should be free. That's what everything, like even Debian, everything, the basic concept behind this is knowledge should be free. So that's what we do. Like that's why we do this. So the case of mentally,
I don't want to use mentally just for referencing the Zotero. I told
as you said, Zotero is a very good tool, and as it is open source, and also it can give more features than mentally.
Yeah.
Even you can just you can install a browser extension of Zotero, and you can just go through the paper page, and you can just click and you can add it to the Zotero app. So it's very good. Also,
you can add the Firebox extension of Zotero, and you can easily view your paper article. It's very pretty.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the fundamental basic thing I want to say. And regarding the LaTeX, you can just simply install using sudo apt install TechLive in Linux, Linux-based systems. Like I mean, Debian-based systems.
Yeah. Vptext you can install.
Well, okay. Thank you. So
Thank you, sir.
anyway, I haven't know many tools that you have mentioned. Thanks for introducing me.
Yeah. Thank you. Any other question? It's okay? Anything? Yeah.
Did you try package some of software which is wait for the mic? Did you try package to some packages which you introduce for Debian, for example? Because
Yeah, Jeffref is the Debian package.
yeah, about other one.
It's mainly if I work for Jeffref, and can go for some tool related to like bibliography information, some installation related to bibliography related to Debian. But Jeffref is a very other fantastic tool you can install through Debian. Okay, thank you. Thank you.